Alright, I'm about to do something I have rarely done. I'm about to, having finished an Ironclad run, start another Ironclad run. How weird. Just feels wrong. We'll see what happens though. I used to do this, like such a long time ago, because there used to only be 2 characters. A random rare card or a random rare relic. In here somewhere, I should have some stuff about whale bonuses. Random common relic, random rare card. I guess 10 is best. What's neutral? 5? 5 might be neutral. -1 is the worst probably that you can do. Okay. Why are these copy-pasted from somewhere instead of referring to somewhere? We have cards, and we have an add floor 0 column, and I'm guessing for defect rares, I wrote some stuff there? Nope. Okay. I don't understand. Anyway, Ironclad, add floor 0, all the rares. Barricade, add floor 0. I'm gonna give it a 0. Not quite a -1. Berserk, add floor 0. I'm gonna give it a 0. Not quite a -1. Bludgeon, add floor 0. I think that is like slightly better than not adding a bludgeon, but only just barely. Brutality, I think, is like a 4. Corruption's like a 5. Demon Form's like a 4. Like a 5. Depends on the boss a little bit. Slime boss. I'll say 5. Double tap. Like a 6 probably. Exhume on floor 1, pretty bad. Feed on floor 0. 10. Fiend Flyer on floor 0. 7? 7 or 8. Immolate on floor 0, probably also a 7 or 8, probably an 8. Impervious on floor 0, like a 7. Juggernaut on floor 0. 7. Moat Blake on floor 0. Probably a 3. Strength Potion and Flex Potion both exist, so I don't think you give it a 0. Offering on floor 0, probably a 9. Reaper on floor 0, probably a 7 or 8. Give it an 8. Alright, that's all of Ironclad's rares. So back in whale bonuses, we can say random rare cards. Get rid of all that. Ironclad, this is equal to that. And copy paste it down. This is an average of 5.5 is my math. And then random rare relic. Or Ironclad. To look at all the rare relics that Ironclad can get. Defect only has 1 class-specific rare relic. Maybe that's why Defect's bad. Okay, Bird Face Turn on Ironclad. We're in the vicinity of extremely good. Like an 8 or a 9. Calipers on Ironclad, like a 1. Captain's Wheel. Or Captain's Wheel in Act 1 is actually very good. It's also a pretty good leader. Maybe like a 7, just because getting it in Act 1 is so good. Champion Belt. Somewhere in the vicinity of 7. Ashes. Oh, I think that's a 10. Cloak Clasp, it's not available to you. Dead Branch is probably a 10, you would think. On Ironclad, Doodle, a 6 or 7. We'll go 7. Fossilized Helix, that's pretty close to a 10 as well. These are very good. Gambling Chip, very close to a 10. Ginger's not bad. Girya. Notes on Rare Relic. Better with campfires. I think it's just like always true that Rare Relic is better with campfires because there's this one and there's Shovel and there's what's it, Hoozle? Peace Pipe. Taking Rare Relic is better in an act where you're going to go to more campfires. Anyway, this is probably like a 3 or something. Ice Cream, 8 maybe. Incense Burner, 9. Lizard Tail, 6 or 7. Mango, 4. Go 6. Peace Pipe is not great. Peace Pipe's like a 1-ish. Pocket Watch, 10. Prayer Wheel, at least 9. Shovel, 1-ish. Stone Calendar. Let's actually do stuff in the boss fights and against Lagavulin. Play like a 4. Dread Needle's great, like a 7 or 8. Tori, 5. Tungsten Rod. Tungsten Rod does ruin some of your synergies, but in general, probably like a 5 at this point in the run. Turnip, a 3. Unceasing Top, 0-ish. Wing Boots. It's like act dependent, right? Or like a 7. I think I'm taking a Rare Relic then. $5.9 is more than 5.5. Honestly, like what the number is exactly doesn't really mean much, but yeah. I think giving up the 7 max HP is obviously a little bit painful, but I just felt like a lot of those were pretty good. Tori's not one of the best ones. I want to go this way. Can I though? Challenging. Getting a shop to go into a slime boss fight gives me a better chance of hitting some sort of slime boss solution. It's weird, I have to take 2 shops if I take 1 shop. Well, I don't have to, but like this shop I can't get to unless I took a shop earlier. Since I have Tori and I want to take shitty cards to get through slime boss, and I have sustain, I think I'll go this way. Take 4 hallway fights into a shop. Ceasing Top is 0 because we hit end turn before we realize that it procs. Correct. Also because it's bad. Okay. My deck is worse than it used to be. Good start. There's also the matter of a variance to consider. If you're trying to win, you should take the thing that makes you stronger. Let's take an armaments here over Burning Pact. Oh, I haven't talked about Entrench yet. Actually, have I not talked about Burning Pact either? Actually, were there cards in the previous card reward that I hadn't talked about yet? I forgot that we're writing all the cards down. Already talked about armaments. Burning Pact. Right. Card draw, C+. Exhaust synergies. Like A- or something? Ironclad has limited access to card draw, so Burning Pact can be an okay pickup just for that in some situations. The bigger allure is its exhaust synergy. Burning Pact is a reliable way to whittle your deck down to a core of very powerful cards in longer fights, allowing you to set up an infinite combo or other value combo of cards to win late game situation. Also has raw value interactions with cards like Dark Embrace, Feel No Pain, and Corruption. I did take a Dark Embrace, and now I'm not taking a Burning Pact. That's okay. Entrench! Block alternative? It's weird because it makes block, but I think it's like a C+ block alternative. And what are we calling our block thing on Ironclad? I guess just block synergies. Synergies C+ as well. One of the gym leaders of the Ironclad synergistic spaces is Entrench plus Barricade. I'm taking an Entrench to secure a win in a deck with access to Barricade or Calipers is somewhat regularly relevant. 5 to 10% of runs, I would guess. Entrench, especially when upgraded, can also just make a lot of block for very little cost. Combos, for example, with Impervious and Body Slam to kill enemies in one turn. Stuff like that. Keep an eye out for situations where you can take an Entrench for lots of value without it being a platonic ideal of an endgame combo piece. I think that's what I want to say about Entrench. Poster child. Yeah, that's probably what I should have said. My brain hadn't been rotted by video games. Why would you want to have Spoon if you had Dead Branch and Corruption? I don't understand. I have to deal more damage than I am, so I guess I'm taking a Twin Strike, which feels kind of awkward, but I don't know. If I don't get better at dealing damage, I will just die to like this fight. Or perhaps, if I'm lucky, the next one. think I used Block Potion for 12 there. Maybe I'm wrong. Might be wrong. We do this and then Bash Strike kills this next turn. It felt like Tori should be at more than 7 damage prevented, to be honest. Anger or Pommel Strike? I do already have a Dark Embrace. Maybe we take the Anger then. I haven't talked about Anger yet. Or Pommel Strike, actually. These are the two commons that I hadn't written about yet. I have talked about Anger. My bad. I haven't talked about Pommel Strike yet, though. Pommel Strike is front-loaded damage, like C+, probably. And then card draw C. And then Infinite Engine. C minus. A solid card which caters for a deck's need for additional damage. Get through Act 1 elite fights with the potential to be a hugely important card in late game. Pommel Strike plus ×2 combines with Sundial for infinite damage. For example, Sundial counts drawing 2 cards from a discard pile of 1 card as 2 shuffles. Weird interchangeability between digits and words for numbers there. Whatever. This isn't abiding by any style guide, I guess. Ironclad also struggles for card to draw enough that grading Pommel Strike for an extra card can sometimes be the best option available at campfires. Overall, a solid card to add to your Act 1 deck, and occasionally even worth picking up later in the game. Exclamation mark. Good work, Pommel Strike. %, of winning. The thing is, an 80% of winning and 20% of literally losing the game is different from 80% of the time you win and 20% of the time nothing happens. I think this is talking about variance or whale rewards again. I'm trying to represent the value of things in terms of how likely I think they are to make me win the game, because that's what I care about. I'm not really sure what else I could sensibly represent their value by, given that I don't care about the other things. Wonton, thanks for the sub. I think I missed Radiant Dawn's sub. Thanks to you as well. 4 Delta Victor, thanks for the sub. Burnt Muffins, thanks for the sub. Like Lemur, thanks for the sub. Flannel Tuxedo, Boodlear, thank you all. I definitely missed some subs. Bovardo, thanks for 50 bits. May, Raziel, Plebiscide, Nate Fizzledog, hello. Logic Knot, you're welcome. I'm now into subs 2 hours ago. Amy Habilis. I've not been doing a very good job of paying attention to subs. That's okay. That's okay. We're all just doing our best here. Did I talk about True Grit yet? I guess I did. Thunderclap is the common that I haven't talked about yet. I think I take Anger over Pommel Strike. I already have a Dark Embrace for card draw. It is a Slime Boss act, so I could take Evolve. Anger also happens to be pretty good against Slime Boss, so that is another point in its favor there. think I would like to just remove a strike. Removing strike's just pretty good. Now I'm gonna turn my smoke bomb into a vulnerable potion. So that I can get through an elite fight. And with the vulnerable potion I can just upgrade anger, I think. Happened to this Neko run? It won. We got a lot of max HP. And then the enemies all died. I don't know. Hallway versus question mark here? Just go hallway. I think the Dark Embrace, even though all I have for it is an Ascender's Bane, still feels right to me. It makes me not draw it again. It means I get an extra card on this turn. Did it matter? Maybe. Disarm is great here. I think I talked about all of these cards. Disarm, Chemokinesis, Power Through. Yeah, okay, cool. I could take a Chemokinesis instead. Maybe I actually take Chemokinesis. Disarm has a while before it's relevant. I already have a Tori and an Armaments to help with block. I do need a bit more damage for the elite path that I'm trying. Use this now since I have a full potion belt for real. Last time I like kind of had a full potion belt, but it was fake because I was okay with discarding smoke bomb anyway. Flex, Headbutt, Power Through. I've talked about all of these. Headbutt's okay. Power Through's pretty good. Just a Power Through. Certainly taking Bronze Scales. I'll upgrade Hemokinesis because I'm still a little bit low on damage. When is Smoke Bomb good? I think the main thing Smoke Bomb does is make it so you can take more dangerous paths. You don't have to worry as much about dying on them. In this act, that was not really a consideration. Bird's fight is looking immaculate. I mean, we still take 18 on turn 1, for what it's worth. Oh, shit. Another thing to note about Dark Embrace. Even though it's an awkward card on 4/1, it has enough output against sentries and is inoffensive enough against Black Villain that you can usually feel okay about taking it, even with the starter deck after your first fight. I think that's actually an important note. Anyway, a good sentries fight. Got strike dummy. I don't hate it. You know what? I'm okay with that. Is that okay double tap? I don't love double tap, but I think it's actually pretty good here. I have Twin Strike and Hemokinesis, which are both very, very playable with it. Double tap. Like a front-loaded damage, C-. Variance. That's kind of it. Has some combo potential late game. Starts out as an unassuming card, which sometimes doesn't even have an attack in your hand to copy. It's better with more card draw, attacks worth copying, more hand control. And more hand control, and has the slight bonus of being a skill for late game exhaust synergies with corruption. That's basically what I think about double tap. I'm gonna take it this time though. These 3 relics might beat Hexaghost with nothing but the starter deck. Depends how much health we had. Don't think they do if we go in on like 24. Alright, so I'm going to, I think, upgrade double tap. Upgrade armaments? No. In strike? No. Like double tap or bash? Can we just upgrade bash? You always kind of hope to get to a point where the bash upgrade doesn't matter, but at the start of the run, it is often your best upgrade. There's also Dark Embrace, which I'd like to upgrade. Can we just go Dark Embrace? Am I ever taking Stucco Eye? I don't think so. A Dark Embrace upgrade, actually. Have I ever productively played double tap Fiend Fire? Presumably. Would be surprising to me if I hadn't. Are you a strike, dummy? 42, 55? Wait a second. Wait a second. That's lethal. Alright, good fight. Exhume is here. It's an early Exhume. I really don't have anything that interacts with whatsoever. I think a Perfected Strike. But I kind of feel like I have enough already. Not be doing that. I would really like Exhume to do something with my upgraded Dark Embrace. I think I can take an Exhume. It is currently not a good card. But there is always next card reward to make it a good card. Oh, it's Thunderclap. That's the last common. Alright, Thunderclap. Front-loaded damage. I think it's like a C+ for front-loaded damage. I think it's fine. How do I say that it applies vulnerable? I guess we can note that it's artifact removal. Great addition to the starter deck because it ensures uptime on vulnerable and single target fights and offers good area of effect damage in multi-target fights. Sometimes ends up as a decent card and runs with strength gain or champion's belt, but mostly becomes an inoffensive artifact stripping card past the violent bits of Act 2. And save a bash upgrade, which isn't bad at all. Is fire breathing necessary for slime boss? Well, it's not on my card rewards here, so I hope not. I think... Do I take it? Maybe I take and upgrade Havoc. YOLO. That Wolverine! Goodbye, Exam. Truly the best cards in my deck. That math worked out pretty well. I'm gonna pretend that was deliberate. Unfortunately, because of bronze scales, like I kind of would have liked to just block there, but bronze scales would have split it anyway. I'm gonna split anyways, might as well hit it. Alright. This is only slightly intimidating. I have 44 health. Should be okay. Oh, I could have just double tapped strike there. I decided to take 2 damage for no reason. Alright, we're through Act 1. There's a Reaper here. I do have an Exhume. I do have a double tap. I do not have any strength for Limit Break, and I already have an Exhume that doesn't do anything. So I think this is a pretty easy Reaper. Maybe make notes about these cards. Probably I haven't written about all of these. Exhume I have written about. Limit Break. Strength Synergies is like a B- part of Strength Synergies, probably. What else? That might kind of be it. Most obvious application is as the capstone card for a strength-based run. The Limit Break can also be a decent pickup. Hey, I think we call it Silver Bullet. Bullet, connect to boss. Strength Flex Potion. For tactical reasons, like if you need a way to win a very long fight, for example at the end of Act 2, or if you have a Flex Potion and need to get more value out of it. Sometimes worth having for reasons short of doubling up to massive amounts of strength, which is nice because it means you can take it and be happy about having it and have the option to double up to massive amounts of strength available later if the run comes together that way. It's often incorrect to upgrade a Limit Break. In a lot of fights, playing it once is enough, so upgrading it gives little gain while taking away an upgrade from a more relevant card. In other fights, dependent, can be better to exhaust it so that you can get it back with Exhume and play it a second time faster. There are also a lot of decks which will prioritize playing Corruption over keeping Limit Break around anyway, in which case the upgrade will often be wasted. All that being said, there are also some fights which are hard won by a single upgraded Limit Break in runs where the deck would have lost the fight entirely without it. So pay attention for those sorts of situations and upgrade accordingly. I think that's what I have to say about Limit Break. Reaper. Where's Reaper? Reaper is... Wow, Reaper is the last Ironclad rare alphabetically, despite starting with R. Wild stuff. Ironclad rares are very, very low in the alphabet. Who knew? Strength synergies, metascaling, sustain. Already like that? I think so. Reaper is a huge payoff card for taking a little bit of strength, and even be worth playing in decks which don't have strength yet. Just for the base sustain it gives you, especially in multi-enemy fights. Reaper's upgrade is not actually that bad. It looks terrible, but gaining a bit extra HP every fight is more or less what you're hoping. Most 80th percentile and below upgrades are going to be able to give you. Reaper does so very directly. I don't personally think that Ironclad's strength synergies are the strongest space on the character, so I'm not shoving Reaper into my deck in Act 1 over every other card, but I guess I'm taking it over 90% of them. Something like that. That all being said, I'm going to take Reaper now. Got a Runic Pyramid. That seems very good. Double tap Reaper. We already have an Anger and a Havoc as 0-cost cards. Yeah, this seems excellent. I mean, I just kind of always love Runic Pyramid, and this seems like a good spot for it. So with Runic Pyramid, we're not that fussed over whether we kill Act 2 elites or not. If I just don't die in Act 2, I'm pretty happy. We expect to be strong enough by Act 3. Do stuff like that. That said, we do kind of annihilate Book of Stabbing. We have Weak Potion, Tori, Bronze Scales. So maybe we should go to elite fights anyway. We have double tap Reaper for the AoE fights. Gremlin Leader's like a little iffy, potentially. I think we go to the elite fights anyway. I think I'm strong enough. We just got 100% on Slay the Spire the other day. I don't have 100% on Slay the Spire. Huge stuff. Well done. Very painful not using this Weak Potion right now. Like, very painful. Never stops attacking, does it? Hey, Susie. I was hoping to Havoc into that one. Somehow this still isn't enough damage. Okay, that could have gone better. I'm gonna take a spot weakness with Reaper and Runic Pyramid. Transforming 2 is pretty good. So is Jaxed here. I think this is actually a Jaxed. Because strikes are better than usual, defends are better than usual. So the transform's worse than usual. 0-cost cards are better than usual because of Pyramid. Yeah, and I have a Reaper. Good fight, LOL. This hits 4 times, this hits 5 times, so that's 9. 21. You want squee? Thunderclap. Unfortunately, I can't double tap Thunderclap Reaper quite. It's a bit more energy. This is often the case in Runic Pyramid runs. I think with this much strength and AoE fights coming up, and the fact that I do have a Reaper existing, I will take the Thunderclap. For what am I hitting with armaments? God, this game's so hard with no cards that gain energy in your deck. Go spot weakness, Jax Reaper. Not awful. And I overall heal 1 on the turn, and then next turn I can go Exhume Reaper. Well, not really. Here we go though. And then Strike Reaper wins it. So power through. Kinesis Exam. Reaper Strike. Okay. Metallicize plus feels okay here, actually. Staying alive and fights longer looks good. Entrench doesn't do much. Heavy Blade, I think mostly once I have Strength in play, I'm playing Anger and Twin Strike is the goal. I'm okay with taking a Metallicize. I think Gambler's Brew is better than Block Potion, Weak Potion also better. Oh god. I think it's Happy Flower. Happy Flower makes more energy than Nunchaku. Brimstone, appealing as it might He doesn't feel like it right now. I think Happy Flower Shockwave. Should probably consider Brimstone. No, I'm gonna go Happy Flower. Okay, Focus Stabbing deal 1 to me repeatedly, but for the most part, I have made it irrelevant. Do you think Reaper is in my deck somewhere? Would have liked to play it like several times here. I need to draw 4 cards? Alright. Oh, well, there it is. So next turn I can Exhume Reaper and play it. Well, this turn. This turn I Exhume Reaper. And then next turn I can play it 2 more times. 26 health. Seems pretty good. 26. Yeah, that kills. Alright. Perfect. Unfortunately, I have put Happy Flower on the wrong number, but I think being on full health makes up for that. But a Blood Vial, Havoc Infernal Blade, power through. Take another Havoc. Havoc's a pretty sweet card. We're getting toward a just massive garbage kind of deck, which I am somewhat a fan of. Doesn't feel like it synergizes the best ever with Runic Pyramid, but like it'll be okay, probably. If I get a bit more energy. 4th energy from a Boss Relic seems good. I'm pretty sure I can survive Slavers. True Grit would be nice, I agree. True Grit Plus. Or a Burning Pact or a Second Wind. Second Wind would be okay. Kind of awkward with Exhume, but still be pretty good. Am I taking a Headbutt? I'm taking a Warcry. I'm probably taking a Headbutt too. Alright, let's go double Havoc then. Thank you, Whalerfish. Thank you, Swanee. Thank you, End of One. Thank you, Sleeping Spectre. Thank you, Perdidio. Thank you all for the subs. Thanks for the support. I could not do this without your help. I would not make any money. I thought that Tori worked when it hit you for 6, which it doesn't. So that's why I played that turn that way, if you're wondering. So it sure was a poor play, given how Tori actually works. I take a Sever Soul with this deck. Probably not. I was already at full health. Well, now I'm even more at full health. And Happy Flowers on a good number. Look at that. Elixir is not awful. That's a True Grit. Take Brutality for Rupture. I don't need the card draw. An unupgraded True Grit. That needs to be upgraded in this stack. I think probably skip, see what these relics are, and then perhaps later in the run I can decide that I want a True Grit. This looks pretty bad. This is not a great use of Happy Flower. Well, if I'm going to die, it's probably to this fight. This fight looks terrible. 2 of these. Good. I think here I just Havoc. Okay. God, they sustain 5? It's kind of a lot. I'm about to draw a lot of wounds. I have 5 strength. This is trying to weaken me again, so I have to kill that before it weakens me, basically. 14 plus 9. And then this one's... Okay, we got through it. Sketchy, though. Doing really well, Boogie Boy. Been enjoying the Seattle summer. Ceramic Fish. And a bunch of cards I don't want. Unless I want Anger. There is, like, Havoc Anger as a late fight thing. I need 2 Dark Embraces, right? I believe if I got another Dark Embrace, I would have Havoc Anger as an infinite late fight. But I don't need 2 Angers for that anyway. Vajra? I think Vajra is An above replacement relic there. Okay. Awkward. Looking for shockwave, really? Wonder if this is my gambler's brew. I could actually use elixir instead. I think I want to use elixir to go infinite though. But it doesn't work, right? Wait, how does that even work? Exhaust anger. One goes on my discard pile. There are 2 angers in my discard pile. Oh, that infinite doesn't work. Because I draw the anger. Huh. I mean, it does an awful lot. But it's not actually an infinite. In that case, maybe I just elixir here. Good. Good. 15, 21, yeah. Okay, Toy Ornithopter is not a bad pickup. There's another armament. There's a True Grit. Double upgraded armaments. Not bad at all in this sort of Runic Pyramid deck, especially with like defense I actually kind of want to play because I have Oddly Smooth Stone. And strikes I actually kind of want to play because I have Strength and Vajra. Or, sorry, Strength and Strike Dummy rather. That said, this isn't an upgrade on armaments, so. What if I just had all the Havocs in the world and an Anger? And a Dark Embrace? I mean, kind of seems fine. They aren't upgraded. How much has Tori blocked so far? 81. It's weaker than my starter relic so far. I think I just won't take an unupgraded common right now. Seems fine. Anger leads to hate, and hate leads to suffering. Oh, good. Or not good? I don't know. Terrible. Disarm is fine / good. Upgrade goes on armaments right now. One more elite. we do that first. I'm okay with strike, even though I have Reaper in hand, and so I don't really mind if they're still alive next turn. This much elite with Pyramid Act 1 is unusually strong. You know, these days I kind of feel like you can just kill elites with Pyramid. I used to feel like you couldn't, and then, I don't know, I think I got better at the game. Ashes. Ashes feed me. Oh wait, if I have to. That was a floor. That's why we go to the elite fights. Would enjoy drawing armaments to upgrade feed, but if I don't, like, you know. Alright, cool. Pretty good fight. Intimidate, not bad here at all. Probably better than not taking it. And we have a lot of options, actually. I think Shockwave upgrade's pretty good. Feels like we're kind of taking a long time to win fights, and after we run out of Shockwave, we don't apply debuffs anymore. Oh. Oh shit. I think it is fine to use this potion here. Unclear what else I'm doing with it. I think I want this on Reaper. Yeah, especially if we get a resummon. Have Thunderclap. 2 of these, 2 of these. Wait, no. I don't have enough energy. Oh shit. Well, I'm not dead this turn. But then there's next turn. All of these seem fine. Pretty sure next turn I like full heal or something. Does Havoc ever spoil it? No. Kind of, actually. I should double tap Reaper first. Ah, you hit the wrong one. The end of the world. What do I think of a taunt mechanic that goes off after you end turn without having played anything? Like you just say something mean? Oh. Just like in real life? I think I just killed that. Actually, my last turn of being debuffed. $24, 30, 48, 78, 108. Alright, good act, good act, good act. It was kind of iffy until that last elite fight. We can go for an Exhume or we can go for another Reaper. So another Exhume or another Reaper. I am a bit iffy on energy. Makes me kind of prefer the Reaper. Let me think about whether that makes sense. The second that I get an energy gain card in my deck, all of a sudden Exhume starts making a lot more sense. Exhume also pretty good with Ashes. Like against Reptimancer, for example. Of course, Reptimancer also a good fight for Reaper. And go for second Reaper or basically second Reaper. Well, Exhume is third feed in a lot of fights. Whalerfish, thanks for gifting us up to Midnight Heart. Appreciate it. Yeah, I think it being third feed is enough for me to take it. Coffee Dripper? Seems fine. Yeah, alright. Hopefully a comfortable win from here. I got the green key already. The right side has 3 elite fights. An early shop. What I do at the campfires. Upgrade feed. Actually, I want as many fights as possible, don't I? I do kind of want a shop too. Maybe like this. Okay. I do have to draw a feed if I want to play feed. It's kind of hard right now. Too good. I think Shrug at this point is okay. I have 4 energy now. If I want all the feeds, I can't kill any of them right now. It's probably fine to kill one. Rude. Just wondering if I can Reaper as well. It's worth trying, I think. Man. Alright, power through, Reaper, feed. Not awful. Feel no pain. Feel no pain seems so good here. That's the first feel no pain I've seen in a while. Distilled Chaos over Block Potion, probably? I do kind of feel like I don't deal very much damage. The Maw scales. We must treat them all with appropriate respect. Is there an update to listening to music during streaming? I'm listening to music. It is weird to try to get it all to work on YouTube as well. Eating intensifies. I think it's another disarm over Havoc. I only actually have one disarm, right? Just like played it 3 times off of Zooms. I am perfectly okay with you listening to music, if you would like to. Don't not listen to music on my behalf. to legs. You're gonna fight with your legs. What does that even mean? It'd be real cool to draw speed around about now. I guess we give up on eating on all three. Brutal. No feeds? Unbelievable. How is that even possible? I could have potioned for it, I guess. A Havoc Plus. Yeah. Yep. That is very much this deck's vibe. Okay, this fight also probably doesn't feed, huh? Awkward. Bukrudo, thanks for the 34 months. The Hacker, thanks for the 5 months. Appreciate ya. Okay. Only 90 max HP. I know, it's kind of embarrassing. Estoy muy embarazado. That's the other word. I know. When I took Spanish in high school, someone told me that it was funny, and I'm like, you know, still using that to this day. It's weird how consistently people correct me. Like, they don't correct me when I make other stupid jokes. It's really just that one. Okay, Bloodletting. Bloodletting's very, very good here. Excited to add that one to my deck. Cultist Potion does seem quite good, actually. I think over Distilled Chaos. Gambler's Brew, probably a bit too good. We got a Seeing Red here. There's an Art of War, which is kind of interesting, but I probably have too many attacks. If I remove a strike, we'll have fewer attacks. Okay. Go for an Art of War. I told a kid in Spanish class that espinaca meant penis, and he said that for the rest of the year. I don't know what that one means. I feel like penis is Penier, though. I vaguely remember that. What other things would you like to know about my Spanish ability? It means spinach? I don't know. How embarrassing. Rotato finally has new content? God, it's been forever. Is it true? Don't lie to me about this. If you lie to me about this, you will feel my wrath. I'm pretty sure there isn't Orb of Creation stuff. There's an announcement that there will be Orb of Creation stuff. We are exhuming a Seeing Red. I'll play Reaper so I can exhume Reaper. That got a lot better when I put some energy gain into it, huh? Funny how that works. Oh, I clicked the wrong one. That's fine. Maybe it's probably okay. This armaments, I think I take an upgrade. Just like immediate. Throw that in the pile. DLC delayed until October. Unbelievable. How dare game developers not always release the thing that I want immediately, the exact second that I want it. Oh wait. I'll happily wait longer if it means they make it fabulous. I mean, sure. I think, honestly, Game of Thrones ruined that idea for me. Are they going to release it and make it fabulous, or are they just going to string me along for like the rest of time? Because I'm down for one, but the other I'm not on board with. Feel No Pain number 2 or Bloodletting number 2? It feels like I worked my energy out and I could just take another Feel No Pain. We should have reached a point where it doesn't matter that much. Turn 1's very bad. Worm is totally gonna finish the books, just give him 5 to 6 more years. I wouldn't put it past him. He does have to finish them within his lifetime and also within my lifetime, though, for them to have any value to me. So even if he has some sort of fancy thing that keeps him alive for like 300 years, I'm not sure that really helps me out in terms of my ability to enjoy the series. I did watch some of House of the Dragon. Actually, I started rewatching season 1 of Game of Thrones. Because House of the Dragon season 2 came out, and so I watched some of it. I bounced off season 1 the first time I tried. But I was like, okay, season 2's here, maybe I give it another go. And like, it wasn't that bad. I didn't... What would you call it? Solo watch it? Like, I watched it on the other monitor while I was playing an idle game or something. It wasn't good enough for me to give it my full attention. But it was like fine, it was passable, and then I was like, this is just kind of like worse early Game of Thrones though. And then I was like, I could just watch early Game of Thrones. So then I started. Early Game of Thrones is really good. This probably does not surprise people. I wonder what happens with the rest of it. Duplication potion, prayer wheel. We're a bit late for prayer wheel. Duplication potion seems worse than current potions. Second monitor is a compliment. Third monitor and lower is where you relegate uninteresting shows. Do you... Wait, what? What are you even saying? How many shows are you watching right now? Alright, let's do some things, probably. This deck could use a limit break. We are... trying to do a lot of stuff and kind of just failing. That's how I would describe this experience. We're getting there, though. JORBS is on your smart fridge in the other room. How are your perishables doing? Wait, how will you know? Do you just not know how your perishables are doing until I finish my run? I'm gonna take Juggernaut. It kind of is weird here, but like it just ensures that I never lose. Game of Thrones went downhill when they killed Pedro Pascal. Yes. You are correct. Fascinating. Apparently I had Dark Embers on play. You have me on the microwave. Can I hit the popcorn setting? Thanks. I mean, not for free. We could work something out, though. This is maybe slightly too strong. You go spot weakness. Double Reaper? That work? I think so. No, I block. But it's okay. No, because of thing. Ah, it's fine. It's okay. No feed proc. Flex Plus, kind of interesting. The next problem is it's turn 1. It's kind of hard to take a card that isn't good on turn 1, given how bad my turn 1 is. You fly ostrich. Glad you could catch a stream. Glad you're enjoying Slay the Spire. I think it's a pretty good game. My record is 130 max HP? What? That's that. Nope. You are off by slightly less than an order of magnitude. This seems kind of degenerate. Oh. Is this just what this game is like? One of the problems with following Slay the Spire is you're never going to be able to make Slay the Spire again. Does that kill it? I'm pretty sure if I double tapped feed, I would have died in between casts. It's fine. Whatever. Do I want a heavy blade? No, I have like Juggernaut and thing now. I don't think I want an upgraded Warcry. Yeah, I got over 300 max HP twice in the same week, like several years ago. Everyone around Ironclad just dies. You're not wrong. Should I actually play an attack? Alright, we've gotten halfway through the fight. Kind of accidentally, to be honest. It means it cleanses its debuffs. Oops. Don't want to use Disarm again yet. Don't really want to use Intimidate either. Okay. Fine, right? The one big thing that's left is I would like to draw armaments for my feed. But if I don't, I guess I don't. I guess I didn't. Wait. Campaign's illegal in 38 states. Is that an election issue? The Democratic National Convention was tonight, right? Were there riots and shit? Steve Kerr spoke. Is he an athlete? A retired athlete? No, I think I'm thinking of someone else. I don't know who that is. This is the thing I was basically worried about. Like, if the deck doesn't draw Dark Embrace, it just doesn't do anything. The Gambler's Brew. Hammerburger. Oh shit, what does this button do? Probably a good one. Okay. Do you think I can unban Coach Chat, or do you think I will still have people come into my channel every day to insult me? How do we feel? I unbanned milk, apparently. Wait, I had banned milk? I guess I want this Exhume for the feed? I can't rest. Maybe I do want it for Reaper then. I think there was just like a day when people started talking about milk nonstop, and then I banned the word. Is that about right? I don't know. But chat's weird sometimes. Milk the drink. Yeah, I think so. It was one person? That's even more believable. Why didn't I just ban them? Why did I ban the word milk? Strange. Alright, we get to play Act 4. There was a photo of me drinking milk? Was there? I think another rock on Feel No Pain, probably. I have Gambler's Brew. I just need to draw okay in one fight. Hey, I bought all Dark Embrace. Okay, now I win. Like, guaranteed. What else? Remove a strike. My deck's actually kind of bad still. Intimidate's fine. I don't need Shrug if I have Dark Embrace bottled. Do I want an Evolve? Not really. I think I'm done. Anywhere we can see my stats on the new account. Exclamation mark Spire. I guess. Do this. Or I'm doing great, Cedric. Okay. I'd lose Artivore if I played an attack there anyways, so not much reason to. How many more Exhumes do I have? One? This looks like I'm not dead yet, so I probably win. Nice feed. That was a joke. It wasn't actually a very good feed. A little bit of a irony there for you. Plus 18 is enough. Reaper again. Could also play Reaper. We do it after we vulnerable. Quick attack. It sure isn't. Almost though. Alright, Heavy Flower on the perfect number of 0. Bottled Flame. Would I like to bottle an attack? Not really. Thunderclap ever? No. Oh, Headbutt? Headbutt's actually okay here, I think. I don't want to bottle it though. And it's like not as important because I have Cultist Potion. Like the main thing that it does is let me play Spot Weakness more times. Oh, I've drawn it. Okay, well, goodbye Headbutt. You did well. I'm going to hold on to Thunderclap to get 3 artifact charges. At this point, playing Havoc again is kind of less exciting than before. I'll do it anyway. Dex is fine. Spot Weakness. Do that. Alright. This is what they call sarcasm. Maybe. This thing seems good. Avoid. Uh-oh. I have Shockwave for next turn. Just go Feel No Pain Armament. Doesn't matter a ton that I didn't disarm it. I do have Tori. It's very little damage. Oh. I guess I haven't spotted its weakness, have I? This. I'm slightly concerned. Another Philippine helps. I can't get through his artifact charges though, so I can't disarm it again. Can I get through its artifact charges? Well, too late. Inside Out 2 had a sarcasm pun. Not sure how I feel about it. I like the movie though. Inside Out is a solid Pixar film. And the sequel was the sequel to it, which was completely fine. Wasn't really expecting anything else from it. Okay. It's a movie a therapist would enjoy. Yes. Therapists I have talked to about Inside Out enjoy it. As a general rule, I think. Was it better than Mighty Ducks? No movie is better than Mighty Ducks. That's like... That is not reasonable. You can't expect something to be better than Mighty Ducks. It is wild to me. That movie is so good that professional hockey teams, like out of respect for the movie, don't use the flying V in competitive play. How wild is that? Imagine if there was like a really broken card in Slay the Spire and nobody used it because like it would be considered disrespectful to a movie. Oh, is that why we don't play Claw? I see. Sure it is. Alright. My general pile of cards seems to have won. Not sure I needed the feed health, which is, I mean, unsurprising, because I have Runic Pyramid and the Bottled Dark Embrace and stuff like that. Okay, GG. I have begun the month of the Ironclad with 2 wins. What do we say about this one? 4-1 Dark Embrace. Took a while to take over the run. By off Tori on scales and strike it dummy until it could. And feed and reaper stuff in the second half as well. It just looks like a bug. 2 Ironclads in a row on the same date. Doesn't make any sense. Always had bad turns. Turn 1s. Yeah, true. Turn 1 was bad for the entire run. That's like a thing. If you don't get turn 1 relics, it's hard to make turn 1 good with your cards, because you don't get to choose which ones you draw. Feels like cheating to play the same character twice. Absolutely. Do I like the Downfall mod? My general experience with mods for Slay the Spire are that they are either complex to the point of not being fun, like you spend your time playing with the system of the mod character instead of playing Slay the Spire, or they are linear to the point of not being fun, by which I mean you like start with your strikes and then you make your strikes better and then you make your strikes better and then you take a card that's like strike but it deals slightly more damage. I have not played a single mod character in my life, I don't believe, that has the interesting tension that Slay the Spire runs have in base game between value cards at the start of the run into interesting but not complex to the point of being unfun synergies in the second half of the run. Prismatic Shard every run? I mean, you can just do that in base game. Oh. Adds some cool combination cards. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I like the base game for Slay the Spire, fortunately for me. You liked the runs. It seemed like I was thinking more and making incredible plays rather than going full autopilot. I made a lot of bad plays tonight. I think I mostly just had 2 very strong runs. But I will accept the compliment. You can only get the exchange a card event if you are not playing at your highest ascension. I think it also turns off entirely at some point. But yeah, in general, you can't get it if you're playing at something that is your highest ascension, no matter what ascension that is. Someone's making a mod called Slay the Spire 2. Yeah, I think it should probably be pretty good. The one thing that I trust Megacrit to do, I actually trust Casey and Anthony to do a good job of a lot of stuff, but I definitely trust them to do a good job of making Slay the Spire again, which is kind of what Slay the Spire 2 is, right? Couldn't think of a better team to do that. Alright, I better go have dinner. My plan this month is to try to play some Ironclad almost every day. I definitely have some days which I know it will be difficult on. And by this month, I mean the next 30 days, by the way. I definitely have some days which I know it will be difficult on, which, like, I'm not going to hold myself to that. It's okay if I don't. I'm aiming for 120 hours. So 4 hours a day with no breaks. Or if we take breaks, because I have other things going on in my life, which is generally true, I'll try to make that up on other days. There's a lot of stuff to do. Here, I'll show you, actually. I would like to get the descriptions and classifications of all the Ironclad cards done. That's already, like, getting close to being done. That means filling out all of this. And then once I have that, I'll have a lot of data. And I'd like to display the data in some ways. So, like, make a chart that shows how many commons, uncommons, rares there are which have exhaust synergies, or something like that, for example. And once I've done that, I would like to get into a little bit of simulation of early game scenarios. Right now, the only one that I feel is definitely within scope is I'd like to simulate the Gremlin Up fight with like a variety of different cards added to the deck just to get a sense of where the inflection point is that like saves you a lot of health. Like how much do you really have to prepare a deck for the Gremlin Up fight as Ironclad? I kind of already know, like intuitively, but it is hard for me to give you my intuition. What I can instead do is give you some math, which shows it, and then you can build your intuition off that math, maybe. But anyway, for now I'm gonna go have dinner, and I hope to see you all tomorrow. I do actually, awkwardly, tomorrow is one of the days where it's going to be hard for me to stream, but I'll try to get a stream in all the same. Thanks for hanging out, everyone. I'll see you next time.